Next up, we have Tess. Tess is an Australian-Canadian woman who moved to the Dominican Republic in 2023. Driven by her love for art and music, she's excited to explore new creative opportunities with people that share her passion. Take it away, Tess.
I'm going to give you a tool that I have used countless times to help me process my anger. I'm not talking about the same 5 pieces of advice you're always given. I'm not going to tell you to take deep breaths. I'm talking about metal music, the emotional catharsis for millions worldwide. I myself have used it so many times, and I wanted to be able to share that tool with everyone. And I have the science to back it up. Genres like screamo, punk, and metal are often given a bad rep because of the lyrical content, which usually contains violence or anger. But in reality, a study was done by Queensland University of Australia, and they subjected 38 or 39 people to an anger-inducing situation. Then, all of those people, except for the 10 in the control group, were put to listen to their intense music. And they found that the people who listened to the music didn't actually get angrier. Instead, their joy met them at the peak of their anger. And another example of this is the 3-song series, The Unforgiven by Metallica. This is a storyline about grief and being forced to be someone you aren't. And people have found solace in this song because of its relatability, and they've said that it's helped them process their traumas. Now, I myself has struggled with mental health in the past, and I still struggle with anxieties. But music has helped me deal with it. It's helped me cope with traumatic events. It's helped me cope with traumatic events, deal with anger, and also, surprisingly, clean. I'm a procrastinator and I struggle with repetitive tasks, so folding laundry is like a nightmare to me. But I found that if I play music quietly in the background, it always helps. Now, one day when I was really, really struggling, I went into the living room and I talked to my mom, who was sitting on the couch, and she was just watching her cop show, as moms do. And I go in there and I say, "Hey mom, do you mind if I turn up the volume a bit?" And she looked at me, deadpan expression, and she said, "I don't care how loud your music is, just get it done." And I've used that to blast metal music ever since whenever I'm trying to get a task done that I really don't want to do. And while sure, most parents probably aren't going to be okay with their child blasting heavy metal music throughout the house, but I'm very lucky that both of my parents are metalheads. Another example of the community being more than just violent people is mosh pits, shockingly. Now, unless you've been to a metal show, you probably don't realize this, but mosh pits are probably one of the safest spaces for releasing anger, because there's also a hidden etiquette to it. I know, crazy, right? A hidden set of rules to bumping into each other and thrashing around. But no, there's hidden rules, like using shoulders instead of elbows and using hips, not knees. That way it's safer for everyone. And it's not just people wanting to be violent. It's people wanting to get all of their repressed emotions out in a safe space with people who want to do the same. And another example of this is one of my closest friends, who we're going to call April. April has been one of my best friends, and I found her because of metal music. Now, you know those silly first day of school icebreakers teachers make you do? What's your name? What's your favorite color? I mentioned liking metal in one of them. And about a week later, I guess she heard through the the grapevine, and she came out to me with the most endearing and one of my most favorite introductions I've ever had. And she said, "Hi, my name is April. I heard you like metal music. I like metal music. Can we please be friends?" And to this day, she is still one of my closest and most trusted friends. And I wouldn't trade anything for the bond we have. And at the end of the day, this talk wasn't just about metal music. It was about finding your music, your passion that lets you cope with the world. So whether it's punk, jazz, hip hop, or, I hate to say it, even ska music, just find what lets you be you. And the next time you're feeling pent-up emotions, don't be afraid to crank the volume, because you might find a side of yourself that you didn't know was there.